energies at solving the problem, finding a cure, finding the causes.
For all the women like Stephanie Saxon, the answers are vital, part of the legacy they hope to pass on to their daughters. Linda Tyrus, CBS News, Huntington, Long Island.
Ever wonder why a hamburger costs $10 in Tokyo? Or why a cab to the airport there runs about $120? Or why their luxury cars seem so expensive, especially when compared to the Oldsmobile 88 Special Edition, which, even with air, automatic, cruise, tilt, anti-lock brakes, and dual airbags, costs just $19,995? It's your money.
So what do you want for breakfast?
Yeah, that's something different.
Kellogg's Just Right.
Sounds good.
Honey, what do you want for breakfast?
Something different.
Kellogg's Just Right.
Sounds good.
Honey, what do you want for breakfast?
Something different.
Kellogg's Just Right.
Sounds good.
Kellogg's Just Right is just what you want. An exciting blend of sensational tastes and textures, so you always get something different.
What do you want for breakfast?
Kellogg's Just Right.
Sounds good.
Kellogg's Just Right. You just never get tired of it.
Come on, sweetheart.
Your first big snow, Joey. Here he comes.
Joey doesn't care that inside is the world's most energy-efficient furnace.
Here he comes. Here he comes.
Or that Carrier can save up to 40% annually on heating.
Look at him. He loves you.
All he cares about is how warm and comfy Carrier keeps it inside.
Hey, come on.
Joe?
If you care about energy efficiency and saving money, call your Carrier
Joey.
dealer.
Turn the knob, Joey.
Carrier.
When you receive your new Pages Plus phone book, take your old one to a Food Town store for recycling. Help keep our community a clean and safe place to live.
Well, Game 1 of the World Series is tonight. It's a matchup of rough and tumble people from Philadelphia versus some straight-laced gentlemen from up north. John Roberts has our report.
Payoff pitch. He struck him out.
While America marvels at how the National League underdogs beat the odds, as many are wondering how the Blue Jays, who lost almost half of last year's championship team, could come back even stronger.
When you lose a lot of quality people like that, you're always a little apprehensive going into the season. But really, I think the key for us was the acquisition of both Dave Stewart and Paul Molitor. They fit right in with our ball club, and we didn't lose a step.
The Phillies, on the other hand, made the best of what they had.
All these players are in this together. They are a team. That's the one thing that is the most gratifying for me as a manager.
Much has been made of the Phillies' appearance and attitude, with characters like John Kruk, kind of a Bull Durham meets Animal House.
Media likes to blow that up, and it's something else. It's a different angle. I can't blame any of the media for that. It's fun. People, the public wants to see that, wants to read about that.
The Blue Jays, for the most part, are a pretty clean-cut apple pie type of team, and the Toronto fans were renowned for their conservative nature. So how will they react when the likes of John Kruk come calling? Well, this town has dealt with a scruffy bunch of scrappers from Philadelphia before.
Selesky is getting into an altercation in the stand with some fan.
Through the 70s, Toronto and Philadelphia had quite a rivalry going in hockey, one that at times wasn't pretty.
This is a city that's accustomed to the Philadelphia Flyers, the brawling, the fighting, the bad play, so they're looking forward to the Phillies. They're sort of hoping the Phillies will live up to that image of the Flyers of 20 years ago.
At Wayne Gretzky's pub, where hockey meets baseball tonight, they remember that rivalry.
It's a great rivalry, and for sure, that's definitely in the back of everybody's mind.
The Blue Jays are the team that everybody loves to hate now, which is really neat for Toronto, because that doesn't happen right up here. Everybody ignores Toronto.
While the Flyers had brawn, the Phillies have bold determination. Beating the pants off this team will be no mean feat.
What you see of the Phillies is exactly as they are. They're a bunch of guys that have good hearts with good characters, but they play hard between the lines.
And if people wonder how a team that went from worst to first can handle last year's champions, the Jays and Phillies met earlier this year in spring training, where the Phillies went 4-0. Let the games begin. John Roberts, CBS News, Toronto.
And it was a fairly busy weekend for CBS This Morning anchor Paula Zahn. Yesterday morning, she was up early and on the job as usual. This morning, she was up early and about 5:30 had a baby. It's a boy, Jared, the second child for Paula and her husband Richard. Everybody's fine, so tomorrow they can all sleep late.
Well, that's the news. Tomorrow on Sunday Morning with Charles Scarrault, how science is changing the food we eat. Then on Face the Nation, the president's foreign policy with Senate Republican leader Bob Dole and Senators Robert Carey and Richard Luker. I'm Bob Schieffer, CBS News in New York. Good night.
A week on the coast. And all she remembers is the hotel swimming pool.
I sometimes think my Taurus is safer than my living room.
I fill the entire back with groceries. And they still say there's nothing to eat.
For so many people, for so many reasons, Ford Taurus, the best-selling car in America.
From October 18th through 22nd, Tavis D, in cooperation with the American Lung Association, presents Breathe Easier America Week to promote better breathing for millions who suffer from sinus and nasal congestion. Call 1-800-TAVIS-D for a free brochure and valuable coupons.
Day after day, you make those glasses of thick Metamucil disappear. Why not make them all disappear with Fibercon? Doctor-recommended Fibercon gives you the same fiber regularity in tablets.
Easy-to-swallow tablets.
Get doctor-recommended Fibercon.
To be a Blue Ribbon champion, you've got to get up pretty early. And helping Jan get a jump on her day is decaffeinated Folgers Crystals with that great waking up aroma. Aroma that starts with mountain-grown beans, fresh brewed, then crystallized. Coffee darker than the other leading decaffeinated. Darkness that signals all the eye-opening aroma and rich taste to come. Decaffeinated Folgers Crystals.
The best part of waking up is Folgers in your cup.
Experience CBS News.
They're the wild things of baseball. The Renegade Phillies are hungry to dethrone the defending champion Blue Jays. The World Series begins tonight on CBS.
This is CBS.
The new 94 Mazdas are here at Brown Mazda, and they're priced to sell. The 94 Mazda 626 is now $229 a month with no money down, only at Brown Mazda.
Video presentations. You see them in every kind of business. Companies are using videos to increase sales, train employees, and talk to other businesses. Video will work for you. It shows off your product and sets you aside from the competition. At Seagate 11 Productions, videos are our business, and we're excited about helping you in your business. To find out how video presentations can increase your sales and make you stand out, call Brian Grinano, Seagate 11 Productions, 248-1163.
Buy your Easter Seal Safe Halloween coupons at Berry Bagels.